I, Kehinde Enagameh.
I, Kehinde Enagameh.
Do swear that.
Do swear that.
I will speak the truth.
I will speak the truth.
The whole truth.
The whole truth.
And nothing but the truth.
And nothing but the truth.
So help me God.
So help me God.
Take care, sir.
Thank you.
Yes, good afternoon, Mr. Witness. Welcome to the TRRC.
Good afternoon, sir.
You are called here today to testify about the case of the West African migrants.
Exactly, sir.
You've just taken an oath to speak the truth and nothing but the truth. So may I inform you that it's a criminal offense in the laws of this country to lie under oath or to provide false information to this commission. Do you understand that?
I do, sir.
May we excuse our Ghanaian interpreters, or do they want to continue to help the Ghanaians who are in Ghana listening in the Twi language? Okay. All right, you may be excused. Thank you very much. Perhaps on this occasion, Mr. Chair, we can just do it straight English language, but do you want interpretation in one of our local languages? Would you,
in situations like, do we interpret in any local language?
Yes.
All the time?
Okay.
Well,
So
let
let us have interpretation in the Mandinka language. Yes, I think we have Mandinka interpreters available. Can we have interpretation in the Mandinka language, please? Mr. Witness, it may be confusing to you, but don't listen to what they say. It may sound gibberish, so don't listen to them. But just be attentive enough to know when to respond. So you respond after the interpretation.
Okay, sir. That's noted, sir.
Thank you very much. The interpretation booth, are you ready? Good. Mr. Witness, welcome to the TRRC.
Consul Kay Sedo Bismillah TRRC.
Thank you, sir.
We are grateful to you for traveling all the way from Nigeria to participate in this process.
It's my pleasure, sir.
Thank you. Thank you very much once again. Kindly tell us your full names, please.
My name is Kehinde Enagameh.
Okay. And Kehinde is spelled Kehinde. Kehinde. Yes. Actually, we have Kehinde in Gambia, but I think the Kehinde we have is a female name. Yes, but it sounds almost the same. We have a lot of Yoruba names in Gambia.
Okay.
Yes. Yeah. Yes. So Enagameh is Enagameh.
Correct, sir.
And what is your nationality?
I'm a Nigerian.
Nigerian quality.
Which part of Nigeria are you from?
I'm from Edo State.
Edo State.
South Nigeria.
Nigeria Sunkudu Karola.
South Nigeria. South of South Nigeria.
Exactly, sir.
That's quite an interesting way to describe it. It's like the bottom of the bottom. Huh? Okay, Kehinde. So, what's your year of birth or date of birth?
Kansul kay wulu sanjumalla
3rd April 1978.
April karotli saba 1978 awuluta wulunne.
And what is your place of birth?
wulu sanjumal imintole
Lagos, Nigeria.
Ako Lagos, Nigeria la capital.
And you currently reside in Lagos.
andu sainteng ide
Correct.
Lagos le
Ako ha to nyala.
And what do you do for a living?
ikamune ke ikabalu menda balu
I'm a sales practitioner.
Akate mu julole ta ka julale tamande.
In which specialization of products?
ikajula yake fanna jumal
Packaging products.
Okay.
Aminta ka fengolu dada ke kera ngulu kono.
Do you recall the events of July 2005?
kansul kay han kabi fo isa kilo sibulano July karo kono 2005 sam kono ba
Well, you know,
Let me make it a whole lot easier.
burma soni andi
You have siblings, don't you?
I do, sir.
yeddo ko so
Ako ha.
How many
Mujo.
brothers and how many sisters?
boko jelu koto jelu bare musolu la karola
6 brothers and 2 sisters.
Akaya bari musofula soto anin kewula karola mo woro ani wolle be dending.
Amongst your siblings, did you have any of them who had traveled to the westernmost part of West Africa?
ila yin boko wardo do ko musolo ndo koto musol kono fo mo so jele mi alon ko atamata nan Africa tundol la bangu darjari ngol kono ba
Yes, sir.
To nyala
And who is that person, or who was that person?
wala mo jumati o mariti
Paul Enagameh.
ka fole Paul Omozome Enagameh.
Let's take the name correctly.
atoni soto bangay tilimba
Paul is easy, P-A-U-L.
Paul was one
Enagema, we have that, E-N-A-G-E-M-A. Right? And what was Paul's, on Enagameh rather, M-E-H, G-A-M-E-H, what was his middle name?
Omozemoji.
muna mala
How do you
Malang
spell
Kodi.
that? O-M-O,
O-M-O-Z.
Z-E-M-O-J-E.
Yes, sir.
Omozemoje. Okay, good. Paul Omozemoje Enagema. Paul, was he an elder brother or a junior brother of yours?
nyim Paul kotola bang fo ido kola
Junior, sir.
Junior brother.
Akado malem.
Was he a twin?
fulan ni wala bang
Yes, sir.
Ako ha fulan ngolom.
And where is his twin partner?
fulan di mo nyole
He's in Lagos.
Be Lagos.
So where did Paul travel to?
Paul tamata kata min dole
Paul traveled to Senegal.
Paul to Senegal.
Do you recall when he went to Senegal?
fo hakilo sa mutano wadi jumala tamata kana Senegal bangoga
I do, sir.
Hakilo bakal ne.
Tell us.
fo nyamba
That was sometime around 2003.
Go mu 2003 sango ma fangol lal.
What did he go to do in Senegal?
atata munay ke Senegal bangoga
He had traveled to Senegal en route to Europe.
Nata Senegal ni la kam place tenten aita Europe.
And do you know what kind of route he was going to take to go to Europe?
yala na bang alaf hamoni kasila jumala ta pour kata pawdu bankol kamba
Yes, I had a fair idea of the kind of route. I know he was going to go through West Africa via Senegal to Europe.
Akaya lonko asubita lafta silo mentala no wala mkanyin silo ta kana Senegal mo findula nyintiliji banku karola katente wala prasi du Europe.
As far as you know, was he to take the normal route or was he to take a clandestine route?
Itala rondo do fo ala utama silo nying fo anyina ta masila tilingi wala tala bang fo ala tata anyina tala nyesila ko masilo tala bang.
Sorry, sir, can you help me with clandestine? I understand what it means, but could you just let me understand?
I did not wish to use the word illegal. That's why I said clandestine. But was he going to take the back way? The front way being the regular, normal route where you come with a visa and things like that. And the back way would be where you just show up uninvited, unauthorized.
It was via the back way, sir.
Via the back way.
That's
good. And he was in the car until 2005, wasn't he not?
You're correct, sir.
Dakar, Senegal, Bango for 2005 sangokono.
So you have to allow for the interpreters, even though you don't need it, you know.
That's correct, sir.
Throughout this period, were you in contact with him?
I was, sir.
How were you in contact with him?
It was majorly via Yahoo Messenger, because then that was the main chats where you could chat with somebody via social media, Yahoo Messenger. Then at a point I could talk to him on phone, then
Yahoo Messenger
via emails.
Ko bare wati na ta soto ikadiya munyo e telefono to andu wo fanan kola ikanyo mo fanan email karola.
So would it be correct to say that all through 2003 and until mid-2005 you were in sort of regular contact with him?
Amunta fabe tilina le kafoko kabo 2003 sankono kanana fu 2005 sankono osangol be e nyomoyo be na tema mialanko asabati tale.
Yes, sir.
And what kind of interactions would you have?
Ina kan nyomoy si fanyadinda.
Basically, the interactions was centered around how he was coping, how he was faring, what is he doing now, and what are his plans to move on with his trip, rather.
Well, nala nyomoyo kake jama leti abedameng ana abeje nyameng aningala kulu betaka nyameng aning ferolu menu babu lupuru alhammonin tamu memu abe wo keka nyadile puru alatama silo.
In his plans to make it to Europe, you would often provide him with guidance and assistance?
Alawo ferol kono ay mel nandi ni puru katama silo katama katatu babu bangol ka wati ni wati ina ka nyomwele ikala fa hamola ikala fa mirola fo buka keba.
Yes, especially monetary financial assistance.
Wakakele sako de wati ni wati kodo la karola makoero puru kodo nyenta men kelaye.
Do you have anything to show that you are sending him money?
Fo fembe bulle bang ibe me itandila kay tandiko wati ni wati ka kodo kiya na bang.
Yes, sir.
Would you avail them to the commission to take a look?
Fo bela fela ba tandino la commission wala bang pour commission e nyaay lo kamba.
I can, sir. Yes, sir.
Please provide them.
Ma ko yato.
This is Western Union money transfer to Senegal for poor.
Mukodi ki bunda de meya lonko ya ki kodi ki bunda me wala Western Union kabo katapolia Senegal.
I'm just trying to look. Yes, this is 4th March 2003.
March karoti nani 2003 sang kono la nyindoti.
And this was sent from EcoBank Benin.
And nyindo kita banki to me EcoBank me Benin.
There's another transaction to Dakar, Senegal.
Do fanan fela jang me ya lonko fana ya itande o fanan kodi ki bundal de me ya lonko aketa kata Senegal Dakar
through the same agency.
And o fanan keta agent killing la to yala
on 11 February 2004.
February karotil tanning killing 2004 sang.
Yes, both to Paul.
You know, be kodille de me ya lonko ya ki Paul.
So this would also go to show that Paul was indeed in Dakar at this time. Mr. Chair, you would see that the first name column for the transfer is not very legible, but you could make out Paul written on it. But during this period too, you were in email contact with him, correct?
Ni waro ni mfana kono iketa molde me yalon ko inim pol fanan kan nyomo ni jaman labam bonda ba bunda me ka fa email.
Yes, sir.
Hade.
Do you recall the date of the last email you received from him?
Fa hakilo sa mo no labam me yalon ko ina nyomo ni jaman labam bunda me ka fa email.
I do, sir.
Ha.
Could you provide it to the commission?
So fanan kibaro fanan findini no commission o jabang nya jabang.
And this is an email from Kehinde Enagameh. And it's addressed to Enagameh. Who are these people?
Paul Enagameh is my brother, and the Enagameh there is me, Kehinde. That's the first abbreviation of my first name and my surname.
Good.
When Polino omu adoke oleti between Toflanja and Enagameh omu at a family.
And this is dated 21 July on Thursday 2005.
You're correct, sir.
And this was at 3 a.m. Sorry, 3 p.m. Do you mind that I read out the content?
Please do, sir.
Ha, akewanya.
Dear Kenny,
Kenny,
how are you and everybody over there? I hope fine. I just want to let you know that whenever you are ready to send me, call to inform me first. But in case there is network problem, you can mail me. And you should please wait for my reply before you send anything. Anytime you are finding it to get through to me on phone, you can call these numbers. 00221 5517621.
Okay.
551761. Walla.
Or you don't have to interpret that.
Okay.
Or 00221 6682796. And they will tell you how you can get to me. I saw the text message you sent me. Bye for now. That's the email you received from him.
Yes, sir.
And in the email, he provided numbers on which you can reach him. Correct?
He did, sir. Yes, sir.
And did you respond to him?
I think I did, sir.
And do you recall what you said to him? Sorry, do you recall when you responded to him?
I think it was around on the 23rd. So, and the response was like, okay, I've heard you. Something like that.
Did you hear from him again?
No, I didn't.
Did you make an effort?
I did.
Kindly tell us what efforts you made.
After a while, I didn't hear from him again. So I was worried.
You can raise it a little bit.
So I was worried. I heard from him for like 3 weeks. So I did a mail to him.
Just read out the date of the email and what you said in it.
Okay, the email is dated on the 17th of August 2005, and the subject is why the silence. And let me read out. I said, why have you been finding it difficult to get in touch with me lately? I hope all is well with you over there.
Interpretation. Why have you been having it difficult getting in touch with me lately?
I hope all is well with you over there. I've been finding it difficult to get to you on the phone, and you have not been replying my mails. We are all very worried about you. Try to at least reply my mails so that our minds will be at rest. Kenny, that's my
Kenny,
did you receive a response?
No, I didn't.
But she had given you guidance or directions or instructions as to what you should do if you could not reach him.
Yes, sir, he had.
What was that?
That I should call two numbers that he had indicated on his last email to me.
Telephone number yitandi ala email labangota menkinye number.
Did you call those numbers?
I did, sir.
Did you speak to anybody on the line?
Yes, sir.
Do you recall the name of the person you spoke to?
Yes, sir.
What's the name of the person?
Marin Todum.
Please.
Please.
Do you recall the surname?
Kontong ihakilo sa ufana muda nola bang.
I later suspected, I wasn't too sure, it was via email. The email, because I later started an email back and forth with the person, so I saw a name, but I wasn't sure whether it was his surname, or it could be, or it could just be a name.
And what was that name?
Imanao, so.
Can you spell that?
I think H-A-N-A.
Chris Imana. What's his nationality as far as you know?
From the voice, from the accent, I suspect Nigerian.
Amunta birin mate soto biringa nombalu kumanda nombalu menu dinna nimmendia muta kafone Chris Imana yo bitun council ya nyininka fodu yalla no mari no banku jumale dimoti akaso bita ko fanamu Nigerian wolti.
You did not ask him for his nationality?
No, I didn't, because the name sounded Nigerian, precisely Edu. Imana is like an Edu name, and I'm from Edu State, so I didn't had any cause to doubt. I just assumed it was a Nigerian.
Manyin kato na konton kato to Chris aning konton Imana ulu bele ko mome yalon ka botaw ma fan kilimul la kontel bota ma fan menna nso beta ko botaw ma fan na wala na manna bula no ma pour ka nyininka.
Can you tell the commission the contents of the conversation you had with him?
Faisa fono commission wa ni o mari nyale ben kacha mun ko alla kacha ni asujita ni mun kuma kan sifalla.
Yes, I can.
Ha ansio fono.
Go ahead, please.
And then ya famole.
So when I called him, he answered, so we spoke. I told him that I got this email from Paul, that in the email Paul instructed that if I cannot get across to him, I should call this number.
Paul nakanyomo email la baratele number dinna akonimma fa soton sinu number kumandi.
So that was when he told me that I was Paul's friend, and he told me what he heard about Paul and some other West Africans in the Gambia.
Between Nathan Fonyon ko Paul mu atereleti yo itelebe nyo kanje no bar between tumo be ko la longa nata fonyi atefon fana kibaro memmoyi Paul nyo lakoto ani menu be silo kan kafo kulu menu ketela Gambia utumo le woyo fate.
What did he say to you that he had?
I am mune fo ko ay memmoyi.
Yeah, he mentioned that Paul and was in the company of some West Africans.
They
had left Senegal via a boat on their way to connect a ship. But somehow between the ship and before they could get to the ship, they were apprehended by Gambian security forces. And they were killed. Then he mentioned that there was a sole survivor. It was that sole survivor that brought back the news. And that I think Nigerian council, I think the council or something in the Gambian High Commission,
Nigeria la council high commission to Gambia jang
had interviewed the sole survivor. So he gave me a name of the person that's the counselor.
Ayo councilor to dinna.
But the councillor said I should reach him. He gave me the phone number as well.
Andung our councilor kon nanyanta nyomela lewo tumolen ayo mari la telephone number dinna.
Do you remember the name of the councillor?
Councilor nyi fo ya hakilo nyi sa to mutano le bang.
Yes, I think it was just Mike.
Nimanyina ngamera ikafaine Mike.
In which Nigerian mission or Nigerian High Commission was he based?
The Gambia.
Akaya Nigeria la High Commission mintoleti. Selo ko Gambia jangu tumo bejanne.
This Chris Imana, did he give you anything?
In Chris Imana, for fence labang I mendi labang.
To show that this alleged event occurred?
I tend to go in two minutes, come in Memphis akitale.
He did, sir.
Ayokele.
What was it that he gave you?
I'm a dealer.
He gave me a newspaper.
Kibar kaito le dinna.
Newspaper of which country?
Senegal.
Senegal la kibar kaito.
Do you have the copy of the newspaper?
Kibar kaito nyina la copy be bulle ba.
I do, sir.
Bembulle.
Would you produce it to the commission? The newspaper in Senegal would obviously be in French. How were you able to read and understand its contents?
Council ka hanin ka bi kibar kaito me alon ko boda Senegal banko kan ni ya jube de membe taraje kuma kan membe taraje tara safirin France kan wal silam akeno ran nyaade te akaranno nyaade fa ya faham ko nyinni wala be safirin je.
You're right, sir. It's in French, but he did a translation on a separate paper for me. So there was somebody that was coming from Senegal to Nigeria via flight. I can't remember the person's name precisely now. So he gave me the person's flight schedule.
Mari kanadu wanyantana la kuluntila amena anilume wabina ayobe fontayenne between nyilta mari tolalde but wale kaito jinnati.
So I went to the airport.
Ntata kuluntila jirulato.
So when the person arrived, he gave me the document, the newspaper and the transcript in English.
Amari braji ta kuluntila jirulato ayentaraje bitu tumolong ay kibar kaito nyindina anin ay kanna soro nyin safe damento angale kaunto ayo kaito ludinna.
Would you produce it to the commission?
For his tandino commission wala labang?
Yes, sir.
Thank you. Mr. Chair, this is L'Observateur, that is L'Observateur newspaper. It is dated Thursday, 1st September 2005. And the first article on it is Coup d'etat, manqué ou paranoïa. Yaya Jammeh soucogne le Sénégal de complicité. And it directs to page 5. So this is interpreted into English. And inside the newspaper, on page 5, is this article on Yaya Jammeh, les vraies régions de la brouillée entre Dakar et Banjul. That is the real reasons for the turmoil between Dakar and Banjul. But there is another article below it. Le bateau poudrière, that is the powder cake ship, and that is what is interpreted. That is what is translated, rather. And I will read out the translation for the commission to hear. It says, for the regime of President Jammeh, the hailing of a ship near Banjul in August 2005 is a sort of the Peaks Bay 2 it meant to say Bay of Pigs 2. A sort of repetition of the famous operation initiated by the Americans in 1962 in order to oust the Cuban President Fidel Castro, and which was a real fiasco. The matter was dealt with by the Gambian and Ghanaian press, but in the whole, our counterparts are completely out of focus in that matter. Ghanaians were luckier in that matter because Nana Addo Akufo-Addo, Ghanaian Minister of Foreign Affairs, had given a press conference after the visit she or he had in the Gambia. So Ghanaian journalists had at least an official version on that matter. It was said that Gambians had hailed the ship in the Gambian territorial waters, and that ship was transporting illegal immigrants, 42 Ghanaians, 10 Nigerians, 2 Senegalese, and 1 lady from Togo. Among the passengers of the ship, 8 had been killed. By who and how? Nobody in the Gambia or Ghana can give an answer to that question. The Ghanaian Minister of Foreign Affairs was more enigmatic. He declared that the 51 members of the crew of the ship were declared missing by the Gambian authorities. The Ghanaian Minister of Foreign Affairs, who did not go back to Accra with his arrested fellow citizens, was trying to be reassuring by declaring that the Gambian authorities had submitted the file to Accra to make investigations on conditions in which 8 of the passengers of the ship were killed on board. According to reliable diplomatic sources, it is thought that Banjul does not believe in the theory of illegal immigrants. For President Jammeh and his cabinet, this is just a military coup d'etat which failed. After Tyre, in brackets Mauritania, the sub-region wished to get rid of the last dictator, and President Jammeh is said to have immediately seen the hand of Senegal in that attempt. So 3 days later, he unilaterally decided to increase the charges for the crossing of the Gambia ferry, written by Aliou Ndiaye. That is the story.
Extraordinary. The Bay of Pigs analogy is interesting, except that those Cuban Americans were armed to the teeth. These migrants had nothing, we were told.
Except a small bag, and a few pieces of clothing, and some biscuits.
Exactly. And if Jammeh is told that this is a Bay of Pigs analogy, God save the Gambia.
The headlines in the article was it, is this failed military coup or was it paranoia? Merci, Monsieur le Président. Okay, thank you. How did it feel when you received this material?
I cried.
How did your family feel?
La famille lumengele la dimbango kita nyadi le. It's a trauma. Describe it.
Devastating.
Exactly. It's so painful to hear what happened, coupled with the fact that there was nobody. I mean, the corpse, we couldn't see the corpse. There was denial.
How do you know there was denial?
Because from what I gathered, like from what gathered, the Gambian government was saying there was nothing like that happened. So, to me, he was flitting. There was no news, nothing.
Have you heard from him since then?
During about our
21 July 2005. Have you heard from him since then?
No.
2005 and inside
No, I've not heard from him. I heard from him via email. Not via phone. Not via Yahoo Messenger. It's been blank.
Legally speaking, at least in Gambia, I would imagine that it would be the same in Nigeria. After 7 years, he would be presumed dead.
Mediamal ko duwala karola wa jame mediamal kan kambe nyame ko ko be laari nyame gene Nigeria fana be ko be laari nyame wodo kata fo sanji wala ko kerin ko la wodo mbaaji be mtaba tala ko wodo abantale ata baluri.
Is that the case in Nigeria?
Nigeria fana ko be laari wala nyama ba.
I don't really know the legal status as regards that in Nigeria, but I believe something similar like that should be obtainable.
Malo fanande fo Nigeria fanana lual belari ngole nyama bari bitu sobita ko membe ko koya fote nyamin wala be kerinje.
After you received this information and after a long period without any news of him, did you make any efforts to find out what might have happened?
Isida fo wati jang alman kibar mo yala ni ala koto al sita li la mo yal man fem moyato fo inarna wuli le banka jube ka muneketa.
I did, sir.
No, Kerr.
Tell us what you did.
Okay, the first thing I did, I tried to speak with the counselor. So he told me to write formally to the Gambian High Commissioner, the ambassador, as Nigerian ambassador in Senegal, and the Minister of Foreign Affairs in Nigeria, the Minister of State of Foreign Affairs in Nigeria.
And the Minister of Nigeria And
what were you to state? What did you say in those letters?
I stated that my name, I'm a brother to Paul Enagameh.
Paul Enagameh
I think I last heard from him on the 21st or thereabout. But I heard that around 22nd or thereabout, they were arrested in the Gambia and killed. And I've not heard from him since then. I also took it further from there. I was able to secure an appointment with, I think, a director in the Ministry of Foreign Affairs at Abuja. So I traveled to Abuja. I met the person. I think the name is Dr. Opara. I can't remember his name now. Dr. Opara or something like that. So I told him my story. He said, yes, they had something like that. And they are investigating.
After that, did you do anything else about the case?
No, I didn't hear from him again.
But did you rest the issue?
I don't want to say I rest the issue, because at some point I read on the internet, I think one Commonwealth initiative, West Africa initiative or something regarding that case.
Ma nta fono la kunga landi barikatu wati nata soto nga fen karang Commonwealth la kibar bunda la me ya lonko we fen fole nyin ko nyin na karola.
So when I saw that, I wrote an email again. There was an email address attached to that story. So I think that story also noted that there was an investigation by ECOWAS and a body in the UN or something like that. So that was like an encouragement, you know. I saw that, okay, the people were actually doing something. So I wrote them via email that my brother was a victim of that atrocity, that I'm available at any point. I dropped my mobile number, but I didn't hear from them.
Between the following safini la konte nyim pol men ibala kumo foka ante wala nyim mulu mo bije men mundo mati yo between the following mbijan nin ko kundi ani solata moyla mbijan akaya la email anala telephone number fanalu kije pour niolo li solata la isa kumandi rakama na femoy.
What happened after that?
Then after that there was a law. There was no information till sometime like 3 years ago or thereabouts. Somebody now brought not even some, I think a friend to my late brother. Brought to my attention that there was a press release by a well-known Nigerian human rights activist, Chief Falana, SAN.
Nigeria la banko kan nyanta fasala to borim babije ikafome Chief Femi Falana me yalonko we kusafe akotole.
And that in that press release mentioned that some Nigerians were killed in the Gambia around 2005.
And
the Nigerian government identified my brother as one of the victims.
Nigeria man sakundana ata motombo kono menu fata ko moki mobije me yalon ko teta ole tata kente do mati.
So I went to Chief Falana's chamber.
Data Chief Falana la dinkirato.
So he was very happy to see me.
Ase wota bake pour kanteje.
And from there he told me the effort that was being made by himself and some activists even in Ghana and international bodies as well to get justice for those that were killed.
Did he tell you what those efforts were?
Yeah, yes, he mentioned that that in fact he was the one that brought to my attention that the TRRC had been commissioned in the Gambia, and they are reviewing atrocities that had been committed under the Jammeh regime, and that
Tonya ye kafulon di Gambia memu alfa kafoti kafume TRRC andu wo kafoni wolle be jube roke kan tilimbalia ko lume yalon ko wolle keta wo jammela wo mansa kunda wuce onyin kono.
And that it's likely that at a point they would hear from us.
Andu wati bina sotunale between ibentel fanala kumo moynale.
As in the commission, we want to hear our own side of the story.
Did he tell you about any other efforts that he was making?
aya fo ninga bota wala bang e kata ko do men fanam fere kan ninga bota wala bang.
I think you mentioned that at the point they were still looking at some legal they were going to seek legal redress or something, I don't know, but I mentioned something of that nature.
But I am foko a be ko fanan katakan de pour ka jube be loi la silo lu mel mutala bitun ala kumo mulunta wala dala ko be ferol ke kan même men c'est que loi silo te police o fanan tamandi.
Did he tell you the forum at which they were going to seek this legal redress?
O aya fo ene bango bengo bendula jumal do be men kafun la nyome alon ko be nyin kan de maro ke kanin la wolto me alon ko albe be men nyini kan.
Yes, I think he mentioned that most likely ECOWAS Human Rights Commission or something like that.
Namira kumo kono anyum fole menkata ECOWAS la halama ya nyanta bulla lori moti ayo fanam fole la kumo kono.
Do you know whether those promised steps were in fact taken?
Well, na ko lahi dol nyinga menta fo sim fa da so da ba yeme alon ko ya damu raba.
I don't really he has not really given me a feedback on the concrete step, but I believe something would have been.
Do you know whether he has filed the case with the ECOWAS court in Abuja?
Well, na fo ay kiti o dundi le bang fo ma do fa kiti ko sile bang Abuja kiti bundar bang.
I think so. I think he has.
Namira ayo kele.
Of course, the TRRC is here, and you are here to testify about that matter.
Silang onya wala mnyindi ko TRRC fela jang yendu inata si wo commission na nyati no jang pour yela seda ni rodi. But
Mr. Witness, we have a list of 51 individuals who were involved in that matter.
Bari sedo ngamo mol tol so jam me yalon ko dara fo mo talul nin killing men yalon ko dabula taw ko nyin kono.
And this list is alleged to have been put together at either Bara or at Kairaba police station, wherein those apprehended were listed.
Nyimol fana mol me alon ko e kafunyo kan dinkiral do me alon ko follow ko e kafunyo kan Bara le inate bonde ye zamba Kairaba police station oto me alon ko e kafunyo kan wolel.
Mr. Chair, I'm referring to Exhibit 200. Kindly take a look at it, please.
Sedo nyinkaito nyin to ajube bang.
You would agree with me that Paul's name is not on that list.
Person nammale ko Paul to te nyinkaito bala.
You're correct, sir. His name is not on this list.
In fact, the list contains the nationalities of the persons mentioned.
You know that?
You notice that?
You're correct, sir.
And it includes only one Nigerian. Correct?
Yes, sir.
But the commission also received evidence that between 7 and 9 Nigerians were on the boat that left Sali in Mur on the 21st and arrived in Gambia 22nd July 2005.
On Nigerian ding woro la kata fus konon to be kulungo nyin konon me alon ko botam buru Sali mem fu bota July karot le morning killing anara na fra Gambia jantil morning fula.
Which means to say that this list we have is not exhaustive.
Wala nyindi ko akoto mnyere wala nyindi ko nyin kaito mol tol membe kaito balaje kaito tol le me alon ko amantimma.
In fact, witnesses who claim to have counted the number of persons on board that boat suggest that there were 67 people and not 51.
Andungani sedol me alon ko sedandiro dija ko toli la mira lodo ko mol membeje atara la fo yemmen fo amanke wodi atara la fo mo taworo num worowula amanke number numero memfo.
We have also received evidence suggesting that some 9 Nigerians were killed. There is also evidence suggesting that some other 9 people were killed and buried at the Tanjebad Reserve.
Mokono dol fanan soronda me alon ko ye fa ye bade Tanjela kunu bulaw dingira nyinto.
And that set of 9 murdered persons are different from the 8 whose bodies were recovered.
Mo kono dol nyim wol faratale ani nyim mo seyo nyim alon ko yo fure wol tombo.
All this evidence does is to suggest that there may have been more Nigerians than are included in this list.
Obe sedandro mentane je wala nyinti ko asikeno Nigerian din jamal beje men yalon ko wollel to safere nyin kayto balajang.
And the possibility that your brother might have been one of them.
Asikeno idoma nyin akelo abetarlo modul kono melan ko itol ma safe nyin kayto.
Do you agree with that?
Isonta wala ba?
Sorry, Kehinde.
I do, sir.
Ha nsontale.
So there is just that possibility that your brother Paul might have been one of those killed in Gambia.
Asikeno idoma Paul abekela molde me alon ko afana betarla mol kono le men alon ko yefa Gambia banko kanja.
I regret the fact that we cannot produce conclusive evidence of that fact in this hearing.
Ninketanye ni square ko ndo kuma ka onye sabatini no la pour ka tonya tili sabatini no nyinsi ko no jang.
But the commission's investigative work continues.
The commission wala kisi bunda nying abekela bulu de me alon ko abeten nale.
We do hope that we will receive some further evidence on this issue. So that we may be able to establish the full truth about what has happened. And thereby enable family members to find closure over this matter and to heal.
Isaje dimbayal me alon ko ila mol bulata nyin ko nyin kono isaje isondo mol kono isi dinkira nyini je me alon ko ba ko nyin isi sa saba isi munyano anu isa jarano ifaye.
And also to help reconciliation between the peoples of these countries.
Isaje nyi fana nyi banko fulo molu nyi isaje kata kol sitano isaje ye murundi nyogang ye nyina ko la men kedan nga tenten na hadama yala.
Kindly tell this commission how the disappearance or the impact of the disappearance of Paul on your family.
Sila nga fo commission e bang ila ndoma Paul ala yema nyi waranda ala yema nyi na kole ya nyi nga muna sabu ila alla dimbayal to.
It's been tough.
Akole ya tale.
It's been painful.
Adiminta.
It's been traumatic.
Akata kijate wote.
It's deep.
And akono dinkata.
I can't express it.
Nte afono laka lankena mamun fankata.
It's to lose your brother in these circumstances. No corpse. The gruesome manner, heinous manner in which they were killed. It's deep. Very, very deep. I can't find words to express it. Yes, it's been 15 years. But I tell you, it's something that I'll live with forever. I just hope that we are able to get a closure so that my family can get a semblance of an idea of what happened to him. So this can actually help. To heal the wounds, the pain. that we feel as a family.
Ko dimbaya e dimi men soto akwo kono.
Well, we don't know exactly what happened to him.
Dolde malum fam ke mune ketala de.
But obviously there is reasonable suspicion to believe that he might have died in the Gambia.
Bari so bobe jere melan ko so bi bambande wala me yallon ko mosilano wala ko asikeno afada Gambia banko kanne.
In the gruesome circumstances that have been described in this commission.
Ko tajiriya jawul me yallon ko yolle tandi commission nyati no la jam.
And for all the pain that this story evokes,
we
offer our condolences and our sincere apology. And commit ourselves to doing everything possible to ensuring that we get to the bottom of this. And we do hope that by the grace of God, we would have the necessary evidence or information that would enable you to find closure. On that note, I hand over to the commissioners for further questions. And to remind the chair that I have exhibits to put in at the appropriate time.
Thank you very much, Council, and thank you, Kehinde, very much for coming to testify before the Commission.
Chairman, Legal Council Numbara Ayajai. Kehinde Flan Numbara Ayajai pro Wakilta Kana Sedea or a Commission Yatilimula.
Thank you, sir.
I personally don't have any questions to put to you, but on behalf of the Commission, we all share the pain of the Enagameh family, the burden that's been put on you since the disappearance of your brother and the demise possibly of your brother.
Ako atafau manyini nkari soto, yo bidumbari Commission toyala. Hanembi ibe hakedani la ka ila balafaita ndila itanin dimbaya mumobe nin kukola me yalonko alate kan alate nin dimbaya lukan idoma la koto me yalonko ketanya min ko asata tanyamin.
As Council mentioned, our endeavors to establish the truth of what really has happened during the 22 years of the Jammeh rule will continue.
Council ya fanyamin mbe kata kuolu tentendila le menu ya lonko wole myinti kuolu menu keta jammela wo sanji muani fula mararo kono mbe tentenna le ke jube ke kesemeti ke itame pour nsitonya sahari wo sotonno me ya lonko wole ba itandila kuolu men be tamata alaw mararo kono.
We will not relent in this search for the truth.
Nte sayla koma mumeke pour ka tonya nyini.
And we hope to help them and the families bring some closure to this issue.
And mbe jikirin ko naw katakulu asike mako roti me yalonko asinyin dimba yalu fanalu mako mennu bolota ila moluto fo sinin samo alasi imbe mako fanali sondo mu nyabo soto akonyin kono.
Commissioners, if anyone has got any questions, please indicate. Imam C, you have the floor, please.
Witness Jerejef. Thank you very much, Mr. Witness.
Thank you, sir.
What I'm asking is whether Paul was married before.
No, he wasn't.
Sayuton he was not married at that time. The second question is, his parents still alive?
No, my dad was alive. Sorry, we lost our mom when we were fairly very young, but my dad died 3 years ago.
My dad died when we were young, but my mother died when we were young, but later on my dad died 3 years back. We are appealing to Allah so that we can have the truth before the end of this commission.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much. How is Paul's twin brother or sister taking it? I know it's a big impact on the family, but to lose a twin brother or sister in this manner can be devastating.
Chairman,
how is the twin brother or sister taking it?
Chairman Kamenyin Kawala, why Paul Mufulandi Muleti? Silang, Tonyala, Dimbaya Bebe, a Kolea Tala, Bari, a Fulandinho, wala fongo be kolea fongo takila kendeke katambi dimbaya kono modulu la saying ala fulandi nyo betende jumaleto.
You're correct, sir. It's a devastating news. I mean, when we got the news, initially we were in denial, kind of. We were like, he survived it. We were desperately, we were believing that at some point we were going to get the news that, okay, he survived it, he was locked up in the jail or prison or something. But after 15 years now, the reality, especially with testimony from Martin, you know, we could put some of the puzzles together. To know what happened to him. So, to answer your question, sir, it's devastating. Even yesterday we were talking about it. As we speak now, he's also watching live via YouTube.
My condolences and the sympathies to the twin brother.
Thank you, sir.
If you have any closing remarks to make, please go ahead, Kehinde.
Yes, sir. First of all, I want to thank the team that have been working behind in the background to make sure that this happened, that I'm here today. This is a team of human rights activists that have been working tirelessly. They've been dogged. They've been committed to ensure that the truth is unraveled, and truth comes out. I want to appreciate them. I also want to appreciate the government of the Gambia. I was telling somebody today, when I arrived Gambia, I think 2 days ago, I was like, the first thing that came to my mind was, this is where my brother was killed. This is where my brother was killed. This is where my brother was killed. They killed my brother. You know? But within the next, like 24 hours later, I could see Gambia is not that kind of place. It's serene, a cool place.
But Gambia, Janintilo Bebanna, Tilikilo Bebanna, Nataja, Gambia Mubankuleti, Meya Lonko, Amanke Banku Jauti Ko, Nchondo Mofoloto, Ayamutan Yamin, Nataja, Gambia Mukaira Bankuleti.
So it left me with this question: how could this atrocity be committed or be allowed to happen in such a nice, calm country like the Gambia?
Melnata tunsondo moto. Ni masi bajawo. Mwosi sonno nyadi le ni yeke ni nyombanku kam banko me ya lonko. Kairo be sabatire aketa banku tenkundi uti dame ya lonko. Aketa banku sari fananti nyimku foso se keno janyadi le.
The answer to that is left for anybody's guess.
Bitu jabiro membe tarla wakuna. Sila wotuta mobe la miraro fongene bulu.
Then also I want to thank the TRRC
Left the TRRC fanan numbarala.
profusely
Kende kede.
for, making it possible for us to appear before the commission
Meni ya kata hanufo nganyisi lo soto kafinti komisa nyati lula.
and hear from us.
Puru isem fanan la kumomoi.
I am indeed very grateful.
Ninketanye sewoti jusula.
My family is also very grateful.
Na dimbaya lumbadi mulu fanalu sewota kuwala wala nyama.
But like the name of the commission is
Commission to
Truth, Reconciliation and Reparation Commission.
ko tonya say nyokango
I want
commission
to
to
urge members of the commission
lafta ñu fala commission
to ensure
research ko
that truth
pour tonya
is uncovered,
isi tonya fintindi
that there is justice,
ko tonya nin tilimu fanansi tama
because
katu
there must be justice.
lual kango nyanta tamala le ning
If there is to be reconciliation,
ni ko say nyokango yekeno
there must be justice.
woto fo tonya e tama
Then
wokola
also
fanan
I want to also urge the commission
lafta kanyim fanan fo commission e
to ensure that the victims
pour research ko mantoro boyta menu kan
and families
ni la dimbayalu
are adequately compensated
isi bulu masai anyama
for what has happened.
pour menketa
That is what I have to say, sir.
wala mun nakumoti ndemem fon wala.
Thank you again very much indeed, Kehinde,
Numbara kende ke kainde.
and we will endeavor to fulfill the mandate given to us by the Commission.
Mba katalale ya kangoni sembo mendi commission wala mfanalu ba katalale nyabe sio nyama purka wa kangoni wo sembo tamandi aylo.
The Commission required, the acting requires the Commission
Lua me yin commission londe ay nyine kanin commission wala kawo
to provide victims an opportunity to come to the Commission and relate in their own way
pro asesino di molu la mantoro boyta mennu kan ini la badi mulu pro mo si soto mensina commission woto I fawlu la sataro to isafo menketa
the violations and abuses they suffered.
mantoro aninyan tatinyalu mennu boyta ikan pro isiofo.
That's what we are doing, that's what we have done with you, as with the other witnesses as well.
Ndawole ke kan andu ndawole ke te fanaya anun ko ngake sede dul fanali nyami.
And I'm glad to hear that a few hours that you're having in this country, you're discovering that Gambians are not monsters.
Nyinkatanye sewoti yewati suturu menke Gambia folo to ko membe sondo mokono bari fango nata nyinji fo ya foko Gambia manke banku ti dame ya lonko asike masiba banko ti ko do sa jeno nyame.
It's a peaceful country.
Gambia mo kaira banku leti.
A peaceful people.
Molu fanalu kaira moyata wala nyama.
And very tolerant.
Andu yekutu nyoye ye ku dumuta nyofe.
What happened during the 22 years of the Jammeh era was the hijacking of the state and made it sink to the abyss of a new, dark age.
Anata banko jindi ka bulandi dinka kono dinko me ya lonko adumo le dibita dula beti.
The likes of which are very rare in history.
Yes,
human cruelty, human viciousness towards each other.
akotonya kanyo jawya ka hadmadul la yo kasaro wo mu kuleti me yalonko.
It's probably endemic of the human condition.
But
the peaceful people, very tolerant people,
to
hear what we heard during this theme, like all the themes of the hearings. Very, very difficult to understand. And I'm sure that Gambians are, just what I said yesterday, bewildered. Anyway, you have our sympathy, and we share your pain, as I said earlier. But again, thank you so much, Emma, for coming to testify before the Commission. Council, you have one or two procedural matters to raise?
Yes, Mr. Chair, I want to exhibit the documents provided by the witness.
Witness?
Western Union sent to Paul Enagameh, dated 4th March 2003, should be exhibit 201. The next one dated, Western Union dated 11 February 2004, should be exhibit 201A. Email dated July 21, 2005 from Paul Enagameh to Ken Enagameh. To Kehinde Enagameh should be exhibit 201B, and wider silence email dated August 17, 2005 should be exhibit 201C. Article, newspaper L'Observateur or LOPS of 1st September 2005. Should be exhibit 201D. And
what date is that again? Is it cut September?
No, 1st September. 1st September. And the interpretation should be exhibit 201E. Thank you very much, Mr. Chair.
Thank you. Thank you very much. You have another witness coming, or is that the end of the day?
No, Mr. Chair. It's 20 minutes past 4 p.m. We would move all other witnesses till tomorrow.
Thank you very much indeed.
Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Chair.
Thank you all very much, and we will resume our proceedings tomorrow at 10 o'clock sharp.
Thank you, sir.
John, thank you all very much.
When we touch down, better broke down.
Gamtel G-Fiber, now you can enjoy super fast internet in gigabytes. G-Fiber is affordable, stable, secured, and accessible to homes, businesses, and enterprises. With Gamtel G-Fiber, the future is speed. Gamtel, creating a brighter future in communication.
That's so she became mine and see the
For all your pastry, bakery, and quality food, CK Restaurant is the only place to be. We do catering for birthdays, weddings, and all related services. We have all kinds of local foods, American, European, and even beyond. Come and have a taste of our local juice, ebe, and other services. At CK Restaurant, customer satisfaction is our priority.
Love like fire. Wow. Love like fire. Xam ngeen rek affaire bi xam ngeen fan la skincare la 2020 lañ wax de waaw fii nag mooy Kerr fan Kerr zero tache perfect skincare saa su ne rek niñ ko dee defee rek loo lañ soxlaati rek maanaam bu ngeen am problème ci seen skin ngeen xam ngeen fan la fii ngeen di ñëw suma xarit yeeg am di jàmm yi nga xam ne taas daf lañ sonaloon xam nga doon xeesal ba laka xum éneew ma lañ ko nag waaye just in case comme ni ko gars yi defee rek en cas just in case loolu xew xam ngeen fi ngeen di ñëw fii ngeen di ñëw skincare plus si yu baax rek la ñoo dox nag ay baax rek fu ne la ñoo dem ci réew mi di lañ indi rek nag products yu baax du Paris du Italie du USA du fi mu nekk nii sax boole nañ ci nag Sweden fu nekk lañ leen a indilee products bu dee tamit nag da nga ñuul rek ñu lay jamaa natural beauty that melanin dripping we do have stuff for you as well emuñ si skincare products rek ñu ngi ci cuub yi tamit fu ne la ñoo jaar in fact sax last commercial bi ñu defoon waxuñ leen moo ne dañoo dox ci ay kawar 9A grade rek nag waaw we do have bundles as well hair si lu ne la ñoo dox ñun ñu ngi ci rafetal jigéen rek lu réglé loo def mu jag am nañ Patricia Reiner Kiwi Eye the whole range Lighten Up Gold Tomatine I mean the list can just go on and on and on and on lépp loo xam ne rek luy taaral jigéen la ci yooyu rek la ñoo dox skincare plus nag emuñ si Gambia rek ñu nga United States ñu ngi Gambia fii ba pare bu dee yaa ngi anywhere in Europe mun nañ la ko mail within 3 days rek ñetti fan rek nga jot say diw emuñ si loolu rek dañ laa consult tamit balaa ñu laa jaay diw dinañ def a free consultation pour wax la rek exactly li nga xam ne moo méngoo ak sa kanam dinañ leen wax tamit ne rek am nañ perfumes fragrances men's shirts accessories we do dresses as well we do blouses I mean we do shoes name it we do them Skincare Plus 2020 is our year of perfection zero task fi mu nekk nii réew mi fii kenn waratu fi task kenn waratu fi am problème kanam kenn waratu fi am problème picture boo ko amee dafa fekk ne rek ñëwuloo ci place bi fii